This is Woven the Weird co-commentating with Maya.
The Joe Woven experience. Welcome in. I love that title. You should do like really video clips or like a YouTube video. And then do the logo. Hello, freak bitches.
Have you ever tried DMT?
No. I still have a stash in my drawer here, but I'm too much of a pussy to try it. Oh, there they are. Hey, boys. Go for the... Alright. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Hoarfrost Stomp. We have dual Endspur.
I love that first step, build recognition. You run in and assess what everyone's using. That's a great skill.
Yeah, I don't do it nearly enough. Oh, what the fuck? Waves of Piss, welcome. Now I know how you must feel like. Oh shit. How about you? Must have felt like on Friday. Okay, the waves is a problem here. Do I have my own? I mean, I could go for this maybe. Could be fun.
Hello, Tony. Hello,
yeah.
Vaseline. Lots of chatters today.
Yeah, amazing. Hello, everyone. Wait. Okay, that's one gone at least. Now I'm rotted, so I'm gonna swap to the bolosses here. Take it.
Wow. Big damage.
Almost got me here, but hey, it's cool.
Speaking of Bonfire Duelists, I asked the Bad Redman subreddit what they think. Like, do they like gankers and Bonfire Duelists? Do they not mind? Do they hate them because it ruins the organic invasion experience? Or is it like one or the other? You like gankers but hate Bonfire Duelists. What's your take on that?
Good question. So like my take on Bonfire Duelists basically, right? I mean,
yeah, or gankers, either way.
Okay.
Like, do you think that it ruins the experience for you, or that it's like... I think that a lot of people said that Bonfire Duelists are just boring because, you know, when you invade, you want multiple opponents, so they don't mind ganks as much.
Yeah. So two takes on that. So for one, I haven't seen that many Bonfire Duelists since the arena patch, so that's like the first thing that I have to say. But even before the arena update, I found that Bonfire Duelists weren't like that big of an issue, or like I wasn't bothered that much by them. Especially if it wasn't at meta. So at lower levels, like that would be like the only way to get duels in a certain way.
Right.
So low level Bonfire Duelist, I always, you know, the Boilprawn, boil check prawn or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Never had issue with those. Holy shit, Federal. And I used to actually do this a lot myself at the beginning. And the main reason was because, you know, you have your level 60 character, you're trying to invade, but then you have to hop between bonfires and try to invade, and there's no activity. It was much easier to try to pull in other reds to get like the PvP experience. But my view on that changed a bit after they introduced the ability to invade anywhere. And if you're new to the game, like before a certain patch, I think it was 105 or 104, you literally had to jump to every grace point or every location and then invade from there. Or like try to invade this area, and if there was no activity, you would hop to another area. And so on again. Remember that, guys? That was a lot of fun. So yeah, the game has come a long way. Was the same in all the Souls games. Yeah, well, like that's the first one I do PvP in TB, so.
That's true. I've heard though about the prevalence of Bonfire Duelists in especially DS3, that it was just so many people doing that. But the invade near and far makes it to where like you would think no excuse, right? But then some people say they get tired of, you know, dueling at mag or dueling at arena all the time. They just want to duel in a scenic location.
Yeah, fair point. Like if they want to play it like that, then so I guess my base stance in this game about everything is like whatever floats your boat, do it. If you like to gank with 3 people at first step and feel great about it, hey, more the power to you. Because as an invader you always have the, especially on PSN, you always have the block option if you don't want to deal with shit like that. So it becomes sort of a human decency thing, you know? Like if you have a person that's just being a shithead, you probably like start distancing yourself from them and not engage. If you like dealing with people like that, then hey, if that floats your boat, then go ahead. For me, not that much. So I usually just tend to block people if they piss me off too much. And that's that. Super easy. Solves all of the problems.
It's especially filthy, like if somebody, you know, pulls you into Boilprawn just so they get that lightning AoE in the water and stuff like that. I've seen that a lot.
Yep. Yeah,
but
like
honestly, like when I started invading, I thought both Bonfire Duelists and ganks are terrible. Like they just ruin the experience. Because ideally, it's more fun. The whole design is that you are there to stop the host from progressing their world. So if they're not progressing their world, then what are you there for other than to get teabagged?
No.
But after I've been invading for a few months, now I think that I really don't mind either of them so much. It's just like, it's another encounter. You know, like a gank is extra challenging, and like a Bonfire Duelist is just a bit of 1v1 practice for me now.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's the worst for people that want to get into invading and start out, and then you have just invade gank after gank, and the game becomes boring quite quickly because you're basically just taking L's left and right. And yeah, and there's a phase, not sure if you've experienced it, but I did certainly, where you just have to push through or try to push through until you get to a certain skill level where you're able to manage with shit like this in a in some sort of way. Obviously you're not gonna like win most of them, but if you win one of them, it gives you just such a great feeling, and that feeling wouldn't be there if those ganks or whatever the combination didn't exist. So yeah,
true. And I think in the beginning I was too focused on winning and also too aggressive, so I kind of like reframed it. Instead of just trying to win, I wanted to get in there and just try to survive for a little while. Yeah, you know, see what works.
That's a great mindset, right? Because that's also how you improve. Look, just take quick little steps, just assess your performance, and then try. Nice parry. And then try to go from there. So able to kill one guy in an invasion, then able to kill 2, and then able to kill the whole group. Yeah, not gonna able to kill anything here with that latency. Oh, glad I rolled that.
Otto says, with ganks, I always think the pressure is entirely on them. Like, you should never lose a 3v1 given how easy it is to frame trap and blender. Yeah. But also they wouldn't be ganking if they had the skill to out-duel you.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, if you have a skilled gank, then the chance of you surviving is basically 0. And also if your connection is good, so I guess the best option would be to have a switch where you get the higher latency so you can like panic roll your way out of danger, basically.
And one comment I saw, you know, like, some people are just straight up like, Bonfire Duelist wastes Invaders' time, you know, like, and from a content creation perspective, like Scribble said, ganks are content factories, you know, so ganks are fun, but Bonfire Duelist not so much. Like, nobody wants to see you 1v1 if they're there to watch an invasion, you know. But one person said gankers and invaders have a symbiotic relationship, and I love that.
I think I heard G9 say that once, but yeah, tend to agree. Perry, nice one.
Wretched, hello.
Hey Wretched, welcome in, like Batman and the Joker.
DS3 invasions were more engaging because you had lots of co-invaders to fight with, and it was literally a war zone. I tend to agree, Tony. Like, I didn't get heavy into DS3 PvP when I was playing it a lot, but I went back and I've played it quite a bit, and it's just like you have so much more chance to win with the high chance of getting a co-invader, especially in a Covenant area. I think that in a lot of ways that they really dropped the ball with multiplayer in this game by, I guess, trying to make an open world work and trying to cater to the more casual audience.
GG's.
I would like to have Iced on because he provides valuable commentary that can relate to the experience that we're watching, you know? Because, experienced invader, you know, like...
Alright, give me a second, Iced. I'm gonna make you a mod on Discord, and then if you're the mod, you can join our mods, or like the stream co-op voice channel. So, what are we doing here, boys? Is this a 2v2 type of situation, or duel? Okay, there's a bow. Good old Liurnia gank squad, or what am I looking at here?
We give a shout out for Wretched and his bully at the Academy video, which was amazing, hilarious.
Oh yeah, hyper armor this.
How did I miss this? You gotta hop on the Wretched train, Iced.
GG's, my dude.
I'm bad at posting.
Alright, honest Fight Club. Strength John. Alright, so are we going to see the running?
I'm legitimately surprised they didn't try to gank you. Like, I don't think I've seen two people. I come into Boilprawn with two people and they not gank me.
GG's. Can I see your build Blade of Maya? Yeah, sure. So just heads up, I think... Damn. I'm having a blackout right now. Who am I thinking of?
See you, Tony. Love this build. So many
at
tools.
Time, yeah. So shout out to Ether Time. I think it just took his stats and changed a few things around for me. I think I have more in mind. Yeah, like utility is amazing, and you even get access to Flaming Strike because it, at the heart, it's still kinda a strength build. So that's cool. Homelander. I've actually just finished this series, so it's good one. All right, let's go.
Is there
Homelander.
cosplay?
No,
No?
it's like just the name. All right. Ooh, the damage though. Sure.
Lancey Exclave.
Thank you for the follow. Neat, no name. Cool name.
Yo,
Hey,
What's up,
Iced in the
yo?
house.
here to crash the party. Once
Always.
again.
Always.
It's not crashing if you're invited.
True.
I did kind of like request an invite forcibly.
No, all good, Iced. Happy to have you, man. How has your weekend
Thanks,
been?
yeah. Good, you know, just did some family stuff, went to the grocery store. I actually bought these delicious blueberry scones, which I'm having right now.
Could go for one as well.
Well, I'm only
man.
having one scone. I'm keeping myself to a one scone per day.
I'm not
Regimen?
gonna lie. I don't even know what scones are.
What?
It's kind of like, okay, it's like, you know what a muffin is, right?
Yeah.
So like, take the top off the muffin. That's kind of like a scone, but like a little more dry. So it pairs well with like Scribble is saying, like with this coffee that I'm having with the scone.
Don't you have those
very
with
good.
jam and butter? Like traditionally,
Mhm.
at least in the UK,
Ooh.
they do.
Or like lemon curd, they'll do it with that too.
Ooh,
if you wanna
yeah.
get
It's
wild.
like the dry bottom of a muffin.
No, like the muffin analogy is kind of a stretch. Honestly, it's just like a chunk of dough. Muffin tops are like the only reason to go for muffins. We're getting into
Yeah.
Seinfeld reference territory.
Yeah, because I was like, aren't muffin tops like the best part of the muffin? Why would you
Yeah,
take
no,
that off?
it's not the bottom. Let the record show. Scones are not like muffin bottoms. They're better than that, okay?
I don't think I've
Leave the
ever
whole
heard
bottom.
anyone say the phrase muffin bottoms in my life before. That's like a first. You hear muffin tops, but muffin bottoms, that's underrated. That's like that's gonna
You
be
said
my
it, man.
rap name
Oh.
or something.
Nice.
Muffin bottom?
Yes,
That's
sure.
your rap
Muffin
name? Alright.
Scribble says
Whoa,
hard
that-
pass on muffin bottoms. Nah, you gotta love the muffin bottoms.
So how do you
See, this is the
backstab?
Discord I bring. The discourse I bring to this channel.
Rallis says muffin top alludes to the existence of a muffin bottom, so it is a thing.
It's true. You can't have a top without a bottom. Muffin top, that is. We're still talking about baked goods here. Anyway, this scone is
What the
delightful.
fuck? Speaking of bottoms, hello Blue.
Oh wow. Man, that blue's playing like a muffin bottom for sure.
Yeah, major muffin bottom energy.
Wiser, thank you for
I
the
think
follow.
that-
Much
That
appreciated.
should be like a slang term for something that's like lackluster, you know? Like, oh man, that day was such a muffin bottom.
Yeah, and like everybody will know what that means because everybody knows that muffin bottoms are subpar to both
It's
muffin tops and scones.
it's like the crust of cheap bread. Like nobody wants that. You just cut the crust off, make a better sandwich.
I don't know, man.
Wait,
I like
do
the
people take the crust off their toasts or what?
crust. I don't waste no crust.
Yeah, like when it's not good bread. When it's good bread, the crust can be like the best part, right? But you know, it's just like that cheap, ultra highly processed bread. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm from Switzerland and we only have good bread, so I don't know what bad
Yeah,
bread tastes
I'm
like.
not fucking with the
I'm
cheap
jealous.
ultra-processed bread. What is this, Wonder Bread? I'll eat the crust on the Wonder Bread, dude. It's probably good. I don't think I've had that since like, 25
I'm not
years
saying
ago.
I won't eat it, but just imagine like a sandwich that's all that crust is like instead of the nice gooey white part of the bread.
Like the entire slice of bread is the texture of the crust of like shitty grocery store bread.
Yeah, and now that sounds less appealing, right?
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. It's like
The muffin bottom
Yeah, I'm
literally
trying, I
exists
can't
to
even
lift the top closer to you. Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, it's
These-
just the presentation.
These are the conversations I'm glad that we're having. Like we could have kept it Soulsborne relevant, but
Yeah.
this is so much better. This is better.
That's what I bring to the table, all right?
Yeah.
Like as soon as I get in here, we're not talking about souls, we're talking about breakfast.
Like, yeah, there might
gets-
be souls in the background, like just the background noise. But hey, it's about food.
We can bring it back around though. Like the reds are the muffin top of the world, and blues are the muffin bottoms.
Based.
But you've got to have that gooey center. The hosts really bring it all together.
The hosts are the scone, really.
I just-
Because there are variations on scone. Like you can have a great scone and you can have a fucking terrible scone.
I have no reference for what a scone is like. It's like you're speaking another language, man.
Go to Google and just look for scone.
Type scone. Oh shit.
Just like look at the images. That'll get you started on scones.
I
Good
won't.
intro.
I'll live the rest of my life in denial that scones exist because I've never seen one. I don't think that it's a thing.
How much blue do you have, host? Jesus.
I've seen them, but I haven't eaten many of them. I don't think.
I think this Moonveil screams parry, but I'm still unsure
I did
about
it.
the. Oh, there you go with the blue.
Yeah, dude, parry that shit.
I went to Google and scones look goddamn delicious.
Or an finger is a bit scary here.
Here's the thing about scones, though. Like, let's say you show up to the coffee shop and there's like a display of scones and you're looking in that glass, You're hungry, you just got this coffee. You're
Yes,
like,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, rejection.
That was
Bye-bye.
amazing.
So anyway, back
Right.
to the scone topic.
Richard says, Woven, do you have a Starbucks close by? They have scones usually, I think. Yeah, if I want to pay like $15 for a crappy scone, I'll go to Starbucks.
And see, you don't even know what a scone is, and you already know that the Starbucks scone is crappy. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, hosts are the scone, right? Like, you show up, you invade, you see like this host wandering around, the first step, and you're like, okay, is this like a nice, plump, like juicy scone ready to have like a fun fight? Or is this like a disgusting dry scone that's been at the airport Starbucks all week, and it's just like two friends are gonna come out and kill you? Right? Like,
Radon scones. Radon scone
yeah.
shop.
Yeah, the Radon scones are the best ones for me. Just 2 Radons.
He takes pleasure in killing Radons, I guess. And bull goats.